Hello, darlings. This is October the 28th, and it's a general read for air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. As always, if y'all are new, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. I do appreciate everybody. Don't forget, if you haven't already, to subscribe, like, share, and comment for me. Also, remember, these are general, so if they don't fit, check out your moon, rising, and Venus signs. Alright, what's happening today? Bottom of the deck. This is your overall energy for this read. Is the Ace of Wands. Aces are, they're new beginnings, y'all. They're fresh starts. They're good ideas. This one is a good idea. This one is about inspiration. Let's dig in and see what we're talking about here. Page of Wands. Three of Pentacles. Page of Cups. Okay. This looks like a good idea, a collaborative, some kind of beginning for maybe you and at least two more people are talking about starting a new business together. Maybe talking about going on a trip together. There's a collaboration of some kind going on here, and it's just in the talking about and the planning stages at this point. Not everybody is convinced or completely on board with whatever this is that we're talking about. You, on the other hand, coming out with the Ace of Wands, this could be your idea. This could be your inspiration, and you're trying to convince everybody that these people could be just one more person, but I don't see that. I see it being, you know, at least three of y'all involved in this, that with this Three of Pentacles. This is not your idea, and, you know, you're trying to get everybody on board. The Devil. Page of Pentacles. So now you have the three of the pages. You're trying to convince them, you know, of every aspect of this, why this is a good idea, how it's going to pay off financially. Okay. The Devil is, most of the time, the Devil is a major arcana, first off, let's just say that. But the Devil sometimes talks about some kind of toxicity, and the Devil could be as simple as a bad attitude, all the way up to addictions and more than that. Okay, so let's dig in there and see. I feel like it just this early in the game that the Devil is a caution for you to maybe you're coming on a little strong, maybe you're not making your case as well as you could have. Maybe you're, you know, you could be coming off a little bossy. I don't know. Let's get a little deeper and see. Five of Wands, Queen of Cups, and the Fool. I think this is the Fool is major arcana again, and it's talking about what a big chance this is. It's a good idea for me. It is about, perfectly along with the Ace of Wands, it is about a new start, a new beginning, and a leap of faith. And I think you're all in. Queen of Cups, Five of Wands tells me that those are the two ways of you handling these people. Those are the two ways of you pitching this idea. I mean, you may be coming down a little strong on these people. I mean, you'll know how this fits for you. You could be, for me, this is just a caution to let you know, hey, this is a good idea. You do have something going here, but you can't guilt people into going in on this with you. You can't kind of browbeat them into it. You can. There are more loving, convincing ways to get people on board with your idea than what you may, the way you may be handling it right now. Okay. Ten of Cups, Eight of Swords, the Empress, and the Seven of Pentacles. Again, I think it's a very good idea. I think that whatever this is that we're talking about, it's going to be profitable. Seven of Pentacles is planting that seed, and, you know, it's something being very profitable. It may take a minute for it to. It may be something that, with the pages also, it may take something that's not going to pay off immediately. You know, and that's the convincing that you have to do with everybody. The Eight of Swords is a little bit of worry and a little bit of stress. that for me feels like it could be for all parties involved. It could be you stressing that this is something you have to have a collaboration. You have to have some backers, and you have to have somebody in there involved with you. And you may be, you know, maybe trying to rush it a little bit because you're worried that you may lose this opportunity, okay? And that's why you're coming off so harsh to whoever it is that you're trying to come bring in this with you. Ten of Pentacles and the Empress. These could be family members that we're talking about that you're trying to get involved in this with the Ten of Cups. The Empress is, I think the two of them together absolutely say that for a lot of y'all it is family members that we're talking about, and that's why you feel free. You know, you're kind of you're being kind of bossy, okay? But it also feels to me like for the two of them to show up here together that you're gonna get them to come around. That they're gonna see once you slow your roll a little bit here and you soften up a little bit. Your powers of persuasion are gonna, you know, you're gonna realize that you make more sense to them when you calm it down a little bit, take it down a notch or two, okay? And you get them, you're more likely to get them on board with you, this idea that you got going on. Let's see, the Emperor, Two of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, and Strength. This is a very good idea. I mean, I don't see anything here that says that there's any losing going to go on. I think that if you can, you know, if you can change the direction of how you're coming at them about it, back up a little bit. Two of Pentacles is having control of the situation, but it's balancing in a really good way. You know, it's a whole change up from what I'm seeing over here. Queen of Wands, Strength. So now you have two queens. Again, it's all, for me, that's all about power, but it's power in a good way. This is something that you know. This is something that really, this idea, I mean, again, this is a good idea. It's something that you need backers. You need people in there with you, helping you or investing with you or whatever. You have the Emperor and the Empress. It can't fail. It really can't. Once you get into this Two of Pentacles, really good balance, you know, strength, bravery. Get into that Two of Pentacles, balance yourself out, you know, kind of recognize that, you know, the way that you're coming at them and the way that you're handling it. Because it is a really good idea. And once you get them on that page, whatever this is, this thing's going to skyrocket. All right, let's get y'all a few more. And then we'll close out. The Hierophant, Eight of Wands, Ace of Cups, and the King of Swords. Okay. All right. I mean, the Hierophant is the commitment. Absolutely. Everybody has to be. That's everybody getting on board. That's everybody being involved and equally and agreeing. And Ace of Cups is, again, another new beginning, a new start. And this is a loving one. This is the beginning of, not only is this something that is near and dear to your heart, but these people that you're getting involved here is too. And this is the Ace of Cups is the change of the way you're going about it in more of a loving, softer way, more convincing way. Eight of Wands, that's it skyrocketing. Like I said, this is gonna take off as soon as you get everybody on board. It's gonna take off. But the King of Swords, y'all, the King of Swords is a caution for me. It is a caution that of the harshness that we're talking about. You know, I did a read not too awful long ago where we talked about that old saying that you attract more bees with, what is it, honey than you do vinegar. I'm off base with that, I'm sure, but if you've heard it before, you know what I'm talking about. You're being too harsh. You're being too bossy. You're being too... You know how you're being. And you're going to have to curb that. But all in all, I see this as very much success. And I think this is only here, not only to remind you of what you probably already know, because I think you're really confident about this. And that's why you're in this energy now. You're pretty confident in what you know and what you can bring to the table in this. So I think that this whole thing was about, this whole read is for you too. It's a confirmation for you on that you're right to feel confident and that this is going to be successful, but also to kind of bring you down a notch and make you realize that you may be getting a little, I mean, don't get too out of hand. Don't get too bossy. Remember, this is a collaboration. This is not just about you. It might have been your idea, but it's not just about you. You need these other people. So remember that. All right? Okay. Much luck to y'all. I'll see you back tomorrow.